What's up, Summoners? King Blair here. Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming banners, which is going to be the Melissa banner and the Luluca banner, and let you guys know whether or not you should pull for it. I have done individual reviews on those units, but the roles have changed, and we'll talk about why or why not you should or should not pull on those banners. And we're also going to be doing our usual summons as usual. Last day, day 7. It's been a ride. It's been pretty good. Let's see if today's the day we get a Moonlight hero. And make sure to join the Discord down in the descriptions below if you want to join the community. So, alright. Last 20 summons of the 70 summon event. Let's see if we can get at least one ML Lightning. Let's see if we get the Spice. I feel like every time I hype myself up, it's usually like, oh, okay. First Lightning of the day. No ML, but okay, 4-star artifact. Let's see if we, I feel like every time I hype myself up, it never happens. This whole week, I don't think, because I pulled on my other account as well, my other global account, just to see what I could get. And that one had terrible luck. Like that one, I didn't pull a single 5-star, no ML Lightning, nothing. Oh shoot, we got the ML Lightning. We got the ML Lightning. Is it the 5-star? Is it the 5-star? Oh, it's not the 5-star. Probably a dupe, but we'll see what it is. Ah, it's a dupe. Ah, it's alright, y'all. We got the Lightning. That's all I wanted. That's crazy. We called it. We called it. We actually got an ML Lightning, which is... It's pretty hype. It's basically a free Moonlight summon when you really get down to it, which is pretty rare. It's not something you're going to see super often, so... It's always nice getting to see at least one of them. But, alright, let's see. I wish the sound could also tell if it was a 5-star. Hero. Okay. Rin. I really want her ML Rin because I've seen a lot of people do some crazy stuff with ML Rin, especially for Arena. Like she's been coming on the come up because of her high base speed. So I really wish I can get her ML unit. I've gotten so many of the regular one, but yeah, nothing too crazy today. We did get one ML Lightning, which is like that's pretty hype. I thought it was gonna be a 5-star deep down. Not gonna lie to y'all. I was like so ready. I was ready to start getting super hyped. But today was a good day overall, rate-wise. We didn't get a 5-star, but grand total throughout the event, we got 3 5-star heroes, which according to the rates, we should be getting a 5-star hero 1%. So we did 140 summons. So most likely we should have gotten only 1 to 2, but we got 3. We got Bassard, we got Cowrick, and we got, what's his face? Kayron on the actual banner. So those were pretty hype. The Kayrick and Kayron, I'm really excited about. The Bassard is just nice because when I decide to finally 6-star my Bassard, that'll be one less material I have to worry about. And the effectiveness is pretty nice to have that Ego Fragment on him. 4-star wise, artifacts, we got so many 4-star artifacts. I think we had like 15, 14 4-star artifacts. I had to count to make sure the number. Again, above average because artifact 4-star artifact rate is 6.5%. We only got 1 5-star artifact, which I thought was pretty interesting because usually it's a higher rate, so I would have expected to at least get 2, but that was actually under rate. So it's like if one of those 5-star heroes had been an artifact, we would have been within the statistics. And then Moonlight summons 4-star hero is 0.5, so it's as rare as a 5. It's rarer than a 5-star. So that's why the fact that we got one is pretty crazy. 0.5%, that means you would have to summon 200 times to get one. That's kind of like how the ratios work. If you had 200 summons and you summon back to back, it would take 200 summons for you to be guaranteed one Moonlight 4-star. So pretty good in that aspect. So all in all, we hit everything and it was all above rate. So overall, I'm pretty happy with my summons. I hope you guys have enjoyed this journey that we've been on, but I'm definitely going to be hurting with bookmarks because I definitely put a lot in to be able to do an extra 10 summons for you guys. That's rough to do, especially once every day, but I have to start saving. And that brings me to the next point of the video, which is whether or not you should be pulling for the event. Sorry, I missed the journal. Whether or not you should be pulling for the new banner heroes. So those banner heroes are going to be Luluca, who is one of the water units I don't have, and Melissa. So let's talk about it. So Luluca, in the past when I talked about her, I wasn't super impressed. I was not a believer in her. I thought she was just another setup, like a different like setup unit for defense. But she has proven to be a really good Wyvern B13 unit. So for early game players, it is a really good unit to have because having the barrier is really, really nice. When Wyvern, it's basically a support that also does damage. So she keeps your whole team alive because everyone gets increased defense, everyone gets a barrier. So if for some reason you miss your debuffs, which is going to happen in Wyvern B13, or I guess it'd be or W13. So in Wyvern 8, W13, this will make sure that if you miss the debuffs, you're actually still able to let your team survive. The Wyvern won't absolutely wreck your units. So that part is pretty nice. First skill, having a defense break is also really, really good because you can never have too many defense breaks. And this is not as high, it's only 50%, but it's still pretty good. And this does have some decent damage, especially near the end when you actually need to get rid of the barrier. That also brings to the last one, where it's another defense break. That's a 85% chance defense break, but it also gives her attack, so she's able to do more damage. So that's 2 defense breaks on 1 unit. People still use Luna or Luna because of her high single target. She's basically like a budget Luna, but she has more. She is able to defense break more and is able to provide more support. So it's kind of a support damage. So overall, should you pull for her? She looks great. I mean, like she's one of the newer units to hype up for season 2. So for sure, she's one of like the more hype units at the beginning. So her ultimate looks beautiful, but all in all, I personally wouldn't pull for her unless you really need something. But the thing about it's like even if you need her for Wyvern, there's already so many options. She's good and she's nice to have, but if you're already close to a Wyvern B13 Wyvern team, she's not gonna make your speeds faster. She's just a safe one, so it's rough. I don't think she's the best. The other one is going to be, let's see, yeah, Melissa. So Melissa is moving away from the PvE side. She does have some PvE uses. Big one being Golem, which like I really want to build my Melissa for Golem because I want to be able to do some Golem hunts. I don't need to do Golem that much because they give you so much health equipment, like event-wise, that I have all the health equipment I could ever want. So I don't see myself farming Golem too much. They give me so much attack equipment from events and stuff like that I don't do Golem a lot. But if you're interested in Golem and you have a lot of units that can use the attack set, health set, she's a really solid Golem unit. But unlike Luluca, she actually is pretty good in PvP. So I talked about her buff before. Her first skill, nothing crazy, just unhealable. Again, it's not going to be game breaking. It doesn't give her any advantage. But you should rarely ever see this skill because of the update that it did. So ultimate, actually kind of crazy for PvP because it can one-shot almost any unit. If you have a really well-built Melissa, she can essentially one-shot any unit and then be hard to take down herself. So she's kind of like a glass cannon that can survive. Almost like Charon, but not as much AoE and not with the same speed, which is the big part. But this sets up Curse and gives her an extra turn. You don't have to soul burn this skill, which is the part that I think is insane. That to get the extra turn, you don't need a soul burn because that just makes it so easy to combo off with this move. So dispels all the buffs. So again, you should be able to land. If you have high enough effectiveness on her, you strip buffs, apply Curse, which gives her an extra turn. You should have her crit. You should never miss your crits with her. But I forgot. Oh yeah, Curse. A portion of the damage inflicted on allies by single attacks will also be suffered by the target. So this literally just sets up for the kill, which is really, really nice. The debuff, honestly, you're most of the time just going to be using it on the same unit you did the ultimate on, because the second skill is the skill that actually makes her really, really strong. Because this just gives her immortality just if you use it, but if it kills, it resets. So you do this skill, combo off into this skill, kill the unit that you did the ultimate on because you dispel all the buffs, you apply Curse, and if you have really good effectiveness and you can put a Cauldron on her, that's the nutty part. That's where it goes really nutty because then you come in with the skill, you pop the passive, do everything, kill them, and this just resets. She's immortal. The enemy team can do whatever they want, and then you come back, and if you have other units setting up for you, you can essentially have an immortal Melissa, which is really nice, because a problem with a lot of these one-shot units is that they don't have a follow-up turn. Melissa does. She has a follow-up turn. Like, for example, if you think like Watcher Shuri, which is one of the reasons Watcher Shuri is not as good as Little Queen Charlotte or some of these other units, is because Watcher Shuri does ultimate, that's it. That's all he's there for. He's a 1-for-1. He's not going to be doing anything else for your team. Once he takes his first turn, he's basically useless and almost fodder at that point. It's like just a little bit extra damage. Whereas Melissa, once she does her one-shot combo, which is one you should be killing with this combo. If you're not killing with it, you built it wrong. Yes, you're not going to be killing tanks, but it's for the squishy targets. You kill the squishy targets, and then she has enough, like she's able to survive any burst. So in a way, tanks against water units. And once you tank the water units, you're done. You can just come in and finish off. So as far as Melissa, it's hard because, all right, so this is the thing with the following banners. The GG collab is rumored to be coming in the next couple of weeks, or another limited unit like Strasse. There's so much, like, they're pushing so much, and Smilegate has been doing a pretty good job of listening to the community. Like, the company has been listening overall. So them adding the collab is something that I do expect. And y'all, it's hard. If you're trying to be free to play or spend as little as possible, these banners are most likely going to be skips for you. Why do I say that? If it's a GG collab rerun, then of course, if you're a late game player, you don't need Dizzy, you don't need Viking, you don't need all those units. That's basically going to be free. Like for me, if it's GG collab, I would probably have pulled from Melissa. But we don't know if it's GG collab or if it's someone else. So it's at your own risk. If you really like the way Melissa looks, I would pull for her. For Luluca, I honestly would hold off. There's other units you can build. Melissa is, I feel like they're going to introduce a really strong Earth unit in the future. So I really do think that Melissa is going to have more use in the future, especially with Seaside being almost out. Oh, another thing about Melissa, she can also counter Arbiter Villager because she just never dies. So that's another perk of Melissa. So I don't know. It's a tough call. I would say if you're going to pull and you really want to be good in PvP and you have units that can pair well with Melissa, go for Melissa. If not, I wouldn't even worry. I wouldn't even worry about Luluca, to be honest with y'all. But that is all I have for you guys today. I hope y'all enjoyed. I will see y'all next time. Peace.